Greetings from Quebec, guys. So today I thought we would finally document the 15-day fast that I just did with the spring equinox. So before I dive into it, I just want to put out there that this is in no way medical advice. This is just for education and entertainment purposes only. So if you want to jump into a fast, always consult with your healthcare provider before deciding to do that. So now that we got that out of the way, I gotta say, this fast was something. Like, something. I've been fasting for almost 10 years now. You've probably heard me mention this before, but my fasts were very hard for the 7 first years. It's only in the past 2-3 years that my fasts have been getting easier. I owe that to detoxification practices between my fasts. I had to lay down. I had a hard time coming up a flight of stairs, and it's gotten easier, you know, with the detox practices. But I haven't had a hard fast like this one in a long time. So usually these fasts kind of pick up after, like, I'd say around day 3 or 4, as my body switches over to ketosis. Then it's like hard. I usually get like a fasting headache, but this time it lingered. It took me a good 7-8 days before I started to feel better. Mind you, like, my preparation for the fast wasn't on point. I usually prepare much better than I did. Ended up picking up after day 7-8. I got 2 good days. Mom came down with a chest cold, and I was having like a throat ache. I'm not sure if it was detox or if I was coming down with what she had, and my body was able to address it faster, so it never really like became the chest cold. I don't know what it was, but then that started happening. Huge healings took place during this fast. So there was that throat thing. I was feeling really off. After the 5th day, I started getting these cramps, and I was feeling more tired. Yeah, I've experienced like a lot of things during this fast. I will say I have experienced, you know, worse fasts than this. So all in all, it was still a pretty good fast.
You sure about that?
I am surprised at how food focused I was during this fast. Like, first fasts for me were very, you know, it was very mind over matter. Like, you need a lot of willpower not to, you know, open the fridge there.
Is it easy? No. Do I like it? No, I don't. But do I do it? Yeah, I do.
You practice fasting, you know, you keep on doing them, and it gets easier. This one was so food focused, I couldn't stop thinking about food. I was watching videos online, researching recipes. Like, it was very food focused. And then finally, when like the 7 first days passed of me not feeling well and kind of transitioned into something else, I was less food focused. But I found that interesting because I don't experience that anymore usually. I'm kind of starting to tune in to what my signs of breaking the fast are. I think I was very depleted, before starting all my detox practices and regeneration. So this one was a 15-day water fast. That is my longest fast. I did another 15 days in October. I was really hoping to go longer, but for some reason I started getting, so it's muscle weakness. I start getting muscle twitching, which is vitamin B depletion. So I had that for maybe 2-3 days. I was hoping to go up to 17, and 21 would have been amazing, but on the 15th day, I had really like clear signs. I was feeling very, very off, and yeah, I actually talked with Simon about this. Simon is my boyfriend.
Oh my God! Wow!
And we realized that this is my longest spring fast. And everything starts warming up. Everything starts to become alive around here. I'm in Quebec, so it's like I kind of want to participate into it. And then the fasts are harder for me. Like, I can't accept to be so slow and to not participate in it. So it's a big mind over matter game. So I realized, speaking with him, that it was already my longest fast, you know, for a spring fast. But I was really beating myself up with this one. You know, cutting the fast can be a very like emotional process, and this one was. I was really debating whether to cut it or not. So I do shamanic journeying, and I just closed my eyes there and asked for, you know, I call them the assistants, the guidance, whatever you can call them, whatever you want. But I called onto them, closed my eyes, journeyed a bit, and, you know, I got an instant like response. It took me maybe a minute, and the response was, "This is to be celebrated. Like, you know, don't beat yourself up. Celebrate." So I cut it that day. So all in all, It was just a really hard fast, a really hard fast this time, but I'm feeling amazing. My refeeding, I will speak on the refeeding because this was my best refeeding process so far. I was very patient with it. I didn't have a lot of cravings. It was like a very slow and steady paced kind of refeeding process. It was really, really tuned in, and I really was able to not overeat. The portion size was good. Yeah, so the refeeding was excellent. So that is what the 15-day water fast looks like. I will be attempting my next fast with the summer solstice, if all goes well, and this one will be a maximum of 7 days. Will I document? Will I not? We shall see. So thank you for tuning in. If you're into fasting, you know, if you'd like to try one and you've never tried one before, snoop in the playlist below here, Fasting Chronicles. I have put out a video for fasting newbies, just kind of some tips and tricks that I picked up along the way so it can help you. And there's a lot of great resources also in the description box. Yeah, I'm wishing you good luck. If you want to take the dive, I'm wishing you the smoothest fast you could ever experience. And if you have any questions, comments, and you want to interact, you want to exchange about this, feel free to comment down below. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Big hugs from Quebec.
If any of you need anything at all, too bad. Deal with your problems yourselves like adults.